Hi everyone and welcome back to Bayonetta 2 on Non-Stop Infinite Climax. This is Witch Trial number 5. It doesn't say it's Non-Stop Infinite Climax, but it it definitely is gonna be. Just want to mention that the final costume that I have not used and will not use for this trial is... it changes something about Silver and Power, specifically the first couple of verses. You should try it there. Just see for the change for yourselves. It's kind of neat. Anyway, let's go. This will probably take me a couple of tries, but it shouldn't be as bad as it was with the last chapter of Bayonetta 1. Because if I screw up, it's just 16 other verses I have to do once again. Not 50 verses. And oh yeah, everyone's working together now. Isn't that cute? Yeah, I was just taking care of the Infernal first because clearly they were the easier enemy to handle. Whatever. Actually, I should have Tortured Attack, but yeah. Whatever. Easy peasy. Oh wow, you're giving me that much healing? I guess they expected us to struggle, but... well, that wasn't a struggle to me. Not yet, anyway. Yeah, I'm not using the... oh, wow, seriously? Two of them? Oh, they grab me! Yeah, I'm gonna have to be careful. Anyway, yeah. So, the reason why I'm not using the other special costume is because I figured I would struggle if I were to use something different for something that was going to be very difficult. So, no experimenting when I need to focus. Nice try. There. You two are done. You don't have that much health, fortunately. See? So yeah, they both hit extremely hard. This is why they're giving me more healing every verse. Okay, it's not going to be that tough to complete everything here then. Unless I get stuck against a particular challenge. But hopefully that won't happen. My god! Me and my big mouth! Look at the damage she caused me in just a couple of seconds. I'm gonna get rid of her first, because she seems to be the easier and more annoying enemy. But, oh my goodness, it's not working out well right now. Oh, son of a bitch. I'm gonna die. I'm already dead. Jesus. Okay. So this is what you're asking out of me, huh? Yeah, you don't even get a chance to continue. You're just directly sent to hell. Game over. So this is gonna take some practice because I already screwed up at verse number 3. Yeah, I think I'm gonna save my magic, because it's gonna be mighty useful for that third verse. Gonna have Umbran Climaxes will allow me to easily get rid of one of them quickly. Either that, or I equip the Bracelet of Time and abuse that. There, almost got a full meter for the next fight. Hopefully I'll be ready this time. And hopefully I'll be ready for the other verses too. Hi. Die, die, die. Yeah, she's gonna attack through. She dodges all of my attacks. That's how good they are. Oh, cool. I got rid of the other one. Or, yeah, I got rid of Lobster? Seriously? She's tougher than Lobster. So, come on. Yeah, the plants eventually rot, thankfully. Anyway, it's kind of impressive that Alrone is tougher than Lobster, but I guess it makes sense. She's got super armor. Fortunately, she's not that tough. Yeah, see, even though I had a full magic meter, I still lost over half my health. Hopefully that was the tough part. What's next? Okay, just 2 doggies. Oh, and all the doggies. Yeah. Yeah, that scream, the silver one, let's say, does. It can stun us. Yeah, I'm just taking my time. It's not that difficult when you take your time. These enemies have attacks that are much more easily telegraphed. There. Didn't do that well, but I did well enough for what I had to do. Now I understand why they give us so much healing every verse. We need it. You're shitting me? I thought I had seen the last of him, but I guess not. Obviously, the Prophet is the easier target right now, except he counters so quickly, so I don't know. Come on. Oh, what? What is going on? I've never seen them use these attacks. Oh, come on. I don't interrupt them right now. Oh, Void. So this is Prophet number 3. Yeah, I guess that makes sense. What? Come on! Damn it! Got caught. Getting rid of you first. Ah, son of a bitch! Let me go! Of course he was gonna give me more trouble. I got rid of the Prophet, but yeah, Lumen Sage doesn't deal much damage, but not getting hit by his attacks, that's a challenge. I was not expecting to have trouble with this much trouble with Witch Trial 5, but well, here we are. All I gotta say is that I'm glad I don't have to do all of the other verses from the previous Witch Trials every time I fail. That was the annoying thing about Bayonetta 1's last chapter. Every time you screw up, you gotta go through all of these easy verses again. Wow, that dog was dumb. Okay, I saved up some magic for the next verse. Maybe I'll be ready this time. Definitely have to get rid of the Prophet first. Lumen Sage dodges more. Damn it. I completely messed up this time. Just jamming the dodge button against these enemies is not a wise idea. Unless you're Jean, I guess. Okay. For the tough fights, I actually do recommend a bracelet at a time, particularly if you have lots of magic. Umbra Climax just doesn't cut it when they dodge all of your hits. You know? At least use Witch Time until you get rid of one of them. Oh, come on! Okay, got rid of the other one. But yeah, Witch Time is much more efficient. Y'all see? They can't dodge while you Witch Time. That's the strong thing about Witch Time. They cannot dodge. And that's what you want them to not do. Dodge. Even if you activate your Umbra Climax, they're just going to dodge everything you do. I suppose for the normal fights, you definitely want to have Witch Time on normal. So just equip whatever you want. But for the boss fights that are super tough, you want to equip the bracelet at a time so you can cheap out on the difficulty. Because they dodge all of your hits, and that's annoying. Oh, son of a bitch! Fuck you! Die! There. See how much easier that was? So much easier. I even have leftover magic. It's crazy how much easier this is. When you just abuse freaking time. And what the hell? Just want to check. Okay. Alrona and handguns were still listed as new for some reason. Well, whatever. We're actually making some progress now. This is probably going to be a generic enemy fight, and then... Nope, it's Aesir. But just Aesir. Oh my goodness, just Aesir. He's still quick. I just have to be extremely careful. Oh my goodness. Actually, is this the final boss? Whatever. I can be fine as long as I dodge repeatedly and accumulate enough magic so that I can abuse the bracelet at a time like I did before. Yeah, these are his fast kicks that you want to be careful of. And he can slow us down whenever he wants. I'm not saying anything. I have to focus right now. Oh wow, when he slows you down, your dodge does not work, so careful. And then he does this. Okay, time to abuse the bracelet at a time, like before. Oh, damn it. I have to be careful still. He's almost done, though. Just one more. It's not over, though. It's not over. I mean, it's just the final boss. Okay, so as mentioned a couple of seconds ago, the recording kind of screwed up. I think it's because I stubbed my toe on my desktop. I'm not sure. Whatever the case, I'm doing post-commentary for the rest of this video now. I used the sword and whip for pretty much the entire game, well, except the last video. You'll all see why. However, I recommend the chainsaw over the sword now, because even though it has no wicked weaves, the chainsaw builds up magic really quickly, and that's extremely useful on particularly tough challenges, because you can use that magic on the bristle of time, and in fact, if you play well, if you keep parrying all the attacks and dodging everything, you build up so much magic that you never consume any of it, even when using the bristle of time. While with pretty much every other weapon set, it's gonna consume magic too quickly, and eventually you'll have to like use your normal dodging to actually put up a fight against super difficult bosses. Anyway, Chernobog, that's the sight. I never really used that weapon. It's actually pretty good against giant bosses. There's like a charge attack or something that shoots out its sights, and since those sights hit giant foes all at the same time, they're particularly effective against that one. The hammer also has some use, but it's very situational. It's basically only when you get like charge the weapon before entering a verse. And pretty much every other weapon, assuming I'm not forgetting another good one, is just too situational to really be like really useful. Like, you can have some fun with them, but they're like too weak, or there's just something that's like they're outclassed basically. So chainsaw whip, best overall weapon, I would say. Oh, actually no, the best overall weapon is the gun, because enemies are so dangerous at melee in this game. You just want to keep your distance at all times, so just keep using the gun or the bow to really like do well on every verse, you know? Unfortunately, I never really get used to using the gun that way. Anyway, finally back to where I was. I died on the next verse because it's a slot with two a grace and a glory, and the slot is really dangerous if you let it hit you, basically. Anyway, I do have to save up my magic, however, so I don't use the bristle of time here, because I mean, I didn't know the super abusive technique with the chainsaw at this point. So I just spend my time dodging. Like, grace and glory are going to be up to you at all times, while slot will do whatever it wants. Whatever the case, even though it's very tempting to torture attack slot, you want to have tons of magic for the next two verses, so you probably want to hold off on that. The thing about the bracelet time is that you're invincible when you're in witch time, so the bracelet can be used as a method of making yourself immune to the opponent's blows, you know? It's going to be very important in the last video. You'll all see why. You'll all see why. It's actually, I'm kind of surprised the bonus content of Bayonetta 2 lasted at least 8 videos. It's a little surprising, but it's okay. I mean, I love games that have tons of bonus content, particularly when it takes hours for me to complete all of it. Anyway, yeah, that was me doing this verse. I could have done better, but I was holding off on using my magic, because I need it for the next 2 verses. So for here, we're against Bayonetta and Jean. They've got their own weapons, but really, what you want to watch out for is their wicked weaves. They come out of nowhere, and they're just plain straight up quick. Jean uses the hammer, and Bayonetta uses something else. I don't know what exactly, but it's something else. Whatever the case, I just abuse the witch time to continuously hit them with no issue whatsoever. That's the thing about witch time. The enemies won't dodge your moves, so you just continuously activate it, then deactivate it as soon as you're done with your combo to just continuously damage the enemies. They don't have tons of HP in this witch trial chapter, so it's extremely effective to use this strategy. At the end here, I'm trying to save my magic, so I used a gun, and I used the charge shot at the last second, just before Jean hit me with her dive kick. That was cool, I feel. The thing about the gun is that in the first game, it was just shoot, shoot, shoot to keep up your combo from a distance. However, in this game, there's a charge that you can use to stop enemies, so it's kind of overpowered. Anyway, this is the final verse, and it's against Mommy and Daddy, Rosa and Balder. Balder is obviously the bigger threat, just because he dodges more often and he's got moves that he can use from anywhere, but don't underestimate Rosa either. She also has as much health as your daughter. She doesn't take more damage when she's an enemy, so don't expect her to fall into pieces in a couple of seconds. But yeah, this is basically the exact same thing as the previous verse, just you probably have less magic to use on them. So yeah, I recommend using the chainsaw here if you have it. Although the sword is not that bad. It's not that bad because I can continuously use the Wicked Weave with it, which is basically what I'm doing all the time. Anyway, yeah, I got rid of Rosa first because she doesn't dodge as often, and Balder is basically doesn't have as much health, so it's just a matter of dodging a couple more of its hits, and eventually you'll win. I changed back to Eternal Testimony right here because I want Witch Time by dodging back. Ran out of magic. You need 4 orbs to be able to use the Breeze at a time. But really, once you're good enough with the chainsaw and whip, you'll always have enough magic to use the Breeze at a time. Anyway, yeah, that was Witch Trial number 5. It's a struggle, but not that bad. Took me like, I'd say, 6 attempts. Yeah. Don't know if, I don't think I'll ever bother trying to platinum in it ever, to be honest. I need to move on to other games. Not to mention I need to work on this new computer I've got right now. Anyway, yeah, that was the Witch Trials. Hope you've all enjoyed these last couple of videos and all have a very nice day. Next time, tag Climax. Bye-bye.